Hey, give me a minute. I need to take care of something. Real quick. Hey, I'll be right back. Blue, can I get a minute? Something I need to do. I'll head for home then. Good luck. Kinda like to know what you're thinking. I didn't say something wrong, did I? Everything okay? Will do. I'm on it, Cap'n. Yep, I've got it. No problem. I'll get it done. Nuh-uh. Not until it's in print. You can read all about it in the next issue. Good luck with McDonough. Just, watch yourself around him, okay? She's got you there, McDonough. Guess not everyone gets won over by that shark smile of yours. What? Didn't like something I said? Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain airheaded blonde. I was just leaving anyway. You know, that's the kind of talk I hear right before a big story of mine goes into print. I always find out. Sooner or later. Why doesn't the mayor come out of his office, huh? He's afraid of talking to the press? I bet if I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running. Trying to find out why the mayor happens to be meeting with the same suspicious-looking courier every other week. Not from any settlement I've ever heard of. And not from a caravan. Always in and out before anyone has a chance to talk to him. An errand boy from the Institute, maybe. After this article comes out, that's what everyone's gonna be asking. Really? You came to the mayor's office to see the mayor? Who'd have thought? Fine. Keep your secrets. Sooner or later I'll find out. I always do. Come on! What brought you all the way up to the mayor's office? Interesting. That's the guy who bought the house in the abandoned West Stands. Had that kid.
What is that who I think it is? You okay?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Shh. Play along.
What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? He's got you there, McDonough. Guess not everyone gets won over by that shark smile of yours. What do you think? Print lies and everybody's happy, but if you print the truth... Another great day in Diamond City. Oh, the Green Jewel? She's a sight. Everyone who's anyone in the Commonwealth is from here, settled here, got kicked out of here. A big wall, some power, working plumbing, schools, and some security goons are what make Diamond City the big monster it is. Oh, love it or hate it. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Let's go. Not a talker, huh? Have it your way. Yeah, greatest house of cards in the Commonwealth. Until the wind blows. Another see-no-evil type. You'll fit in just fine with all the inept guards. This is ridiculous. Diamond City Security can't spare one officer to help. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security never investigates any kidnappings? Sorry, darling. Not right now. Later. No! What'd you do? Oh, Natalie. Never change. And you're super grounded. Now go. Oh, it makes me sick to my stomach that I stuck around after the first time. But I thought you'd learned. Well, now I know. And I'm not gonna spend another minute with a murderer like you. I'm not saying it's without its consequences. But in my experience, it's worth it. Look, I had been happy with the way things were going, but lately you seem hell-bent on undoing all the goodwill we've earned. And I'm not just gonna stand quietly by and act like it's okay. So I'm asking, as someone I thought you considered a friend, for some change. Can we just get back to the way things were? Because otherwise, I don't know how much longer I can tough this out. You kidding me? I thought I was gonna die of boredom without you. I think I could suffer through it. Well, it's that or get back to writing the paper. I guess the paper can wait. I don't know, you ready to start acting like a decent human being? If it isn't my second least, well, I guess now least favorite mayor in the Commonwealth. Don't be like that, Blue. You're not afraid of me like everyone else. I was sure that the paper would be the best thing I ever did in my life, but being here with you now I don't know. I've needed someone like you in my life for a long time, Blue. I just never expected I'd actually get them. So thank you for being the friend I can count on. For the city? Yeah. For me, when that first edition hit the stands, I felt like I'd finally done something worth doing. But afterwards, things changed. People didn't want to talk the way they used to. Seemed that overnight I'd gone from being Piper, friend and confidant, to Piper, the nosy snoop. A lot of folks, they haven't treated me the same since. It started to feel like the only person I could count on was my little sis. You'd think, but if anything, it's gotten worse. Sure, I've earned some friends back in town, but now I've even got a reputation outside Diamond City. That's why I'm so lucky to have someone like you. No, but now you can't even tell where the hole was. Brick, real mortar, the works. All because of the paper. You and me? I never suspected two people could do this much good for the Commonwealth. Being a part of something like this, it's what I've wanted for a long time. I doubt I've ever been this good, Blue. You and I are making a real difference. It's pretty much all I've ever wanted. Frankly, I'm great. I mean, I got you watching my back, don't I? The smartest thing I've done in life is heading out with you. So I'd say I'm pretty damn good. Well, unless you've got some objections you're not raising, I'd say we're about as good can be. You got nothing to worry about. We're good, Blue. Now what do you say we get back to making trouble? Well, I gotta say I like the way you've been handling yourself out here. Commonwealth's not an easy place to do the right thing. But somehow you manage. Well, it's awful nice to be traveling with someone who's got their head on straight. So I'd say I'm good. Things are pretty good from where I'm standing. So long as we're helping people out here, I'm all in. Not a lot of complaints at the moment. And you can ask around, that is a rare occurrence. I don't think I can get to that. That's out of my reach. Don't see a way for me to get there. What, am I supposed to wish my way over there? If you're sure, I guess I'll head home. Just, don't keep me waiting. If that's what you want, I'll just head on home. Gonna be dull without you. Suppose I'll head home then. But if you decide you want to get in some more trouble, you know where to find me. Sure thing. I'll head home. Fine by me. Feel free to take your time. Get whatever you need to out of your system. Look, you don't need to worry. We're fine, I guess. I want to do right by folks out here. I guess I need to know you do too. I suppose things are all right. Just feels like we could be doing more for folks out here, you know? I guess I'm still on the fence. Show me you want to make lives better out here. Then we'll talk. Well, things aren't bad. Because believe me, you'd know if they were. But I suppose we could be doing better. It's hard to say at the moment. I think I need you to show me you're not just out here for yourself. Well, a lot of things got done. They even put a second bookshelf over that hole. And patched it with bricks. Blue, I'm on cloud 9. Things couldn't be better. And that's all thanks to you. Me? I'm getting awfully tired of how you're handling yourself out here. Maybe not, but the result's still the same. Or it was. Until you came along. Oh yeah, but it's come a long way. I just always hoped they'd understand I was trying to do something good. And some folks have, but it wasn't exactly the life I'd been hoping for. Until you came along. I know I can. What, I haven't made it readily apparent? You're making us look like monsters out here. How you think I feel about that? You know, for a long time, I thought Mayor McDonough was the only one who could make my blood boil. I guess now there's someone else I can add to the list. Oh, you're something else, you know that? What you've done? I don't know if there's enough goodwill in the world to put things right again. Are you serious? The things you've done? You ought to be ashamed. I know I am. Where do I begin? Blue, I'm starting to wish I never met you. Clear enough for you? This place would make my hair stand on end if it wasn't actively causing it to fall out. It's so serene. But then I guess most graveyards are. Why do you suppose this area got hit so hard? Honestly? There's no place I'd rather be right now than by your side. I'm with the person I love, helping those in need. I couldn't imagine a better life. Honestly, I feel a bit guilty. Why should I get so lucky when so many folks have it so hard? But other than that, I'm great. Someone sounds a little nervous. Well, you've got nothing to worry about. This is the happiest I've been in a long time. I'm out here with you. What else could I need? You know, I'm getting real sick of how you've been acting lately. Unless things start turning around, I can't promise how much longer I'll be around. You want my opinion? I think you're making a real mess of things out here. God, can't you just try doing the right thing for a change? Look, I came out here with you to help the folks of the Commonwealth, not walk all over them. What do you say we give that a try? Why, are you thinking of actually listening for a change? Because I'd love a reason to not just head back home. You sure haven't been giving me any. First good idea you've had in a while. I'm heading home. Can't keep you out. We're not gonna stay smooth skins much longer if we don't get a move on. All right, sure. Okay, there it is. Hey, whatever you did worked. Yeah, chems were never really my cup of tea. You have fun, though. Not at all. Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old sewer tunnels, and what do I find? The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place. Unfortunately, they found me just as quick. Turns out they were not fond of reporters. So, to atone for my trespassing, they decided to make a sacrifice to Adam. Me. I'm kneeling there, about to get the boot into this huge sewer pipe, when suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pulled me back from the ledge, and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte of Adam. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up. So you want to get out of here? You sure managed to find your fair share of trouble, don't you? You really do have a talent for finding trouble, don't you? Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. I can't tell you how many nights I've spent awake counting off the list of folks I've pissed off that day. But I know it's worth it. Because the truth, that's what really protects us. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose. Pff, you kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Dean, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen. Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully sweet and unexpected of you. All the better to watch each other's backs. Thanks, Blue. That means a lot coming from you. Hey, I'm not one to judge. Okay, you may be doing the bulk of the heavy lifting, but you know it wouldn't be as fun. Oh, you're one to talk. Yeah, me too. But they all don't have to know that. It works for me. I think I'm gonna be sick. Well, at least you know it's fresh. There has to be something else around here to eat. Ugh, remind me never to die in your presence. Oh,
God.
Everything we've worked for has led to this moment. Now, on to victory. Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
On the move. Don't mind the clutter. Looking for something specific? Sure, take a peek. Probably a story I should follow up on anyway. Hey, watch yourself, alright? Shoot, what you got for me? Okay, I'll be here then. Got it, not going anywhere. Let's get to it. Here we go. I'll be home if you need me. What can I do? Shout if you need me. Then it's settled. Let's head out and see how the Commonwealth and you collide. You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines? You are infuriating, you know that? So much time and effort. Right down the tubes. Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean. I don't even want to look at you. Blue, please. I'm trying real hard not to yell at you right now. I always wondered how people could let things get so bad in your time. Well, now I know. How'd I let myself end up here? How could I let you rope me into this? Thought we might do some good together. So much for that. Well, at least if anyone needs to find us, they can just follow the trail of ruined lives. I've come across some real monsters, but you may just take the cake. Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war? Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame you. You know, I guess you kind of are, aren't you? You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground. Besides, I'm already following you around. Might as well get some quotes while we're at it. This is news. No one else in Diamond City may care about the missing, but my paper does. Yeah, Blue, you haven't noticed? You grow up in the Commonwealth and eventually someone is gonna get taken. Maybe not someone you know, but someone. And people just say, well, could have been worse. Could have been killed by raider attacks, or super mutants, or feral ghouls. They just give up. So I want my readers to hear what keeps you going. Maybe they'll find a little inspiration. Now, what would you like to say? So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life? I ask you who you are, get your opinion on life out there, and maybe load up a few tough questions and keep it interesting. What do you say? What's their name, Blue? Who are they? A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. Normalcy is a bit of a relative concept in the Commonwealth, but okay. I can work with that. That's surprisingly inspired, Blue. We're definitely quoting that. Gonna be like that, huh? Smart ass. Fine. We'll do this later, but I want that interview, got me? Now, the big question. You came all this way looking for someone. Who is it? The one that gave us this lovely landscape of demolished buildings and nuclear radiation every 10 feet? You're telling me you saw everything before they blasted it into pieces? I'll take anger over apathy any day. Good quote. Thanks, Blue. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to go with the satirical approach to this article. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. Okay, that's gonna be a fun one to quote. All right, it can wait. For a bit. The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved? We're all just doing what we have to, huh? I think my readers can relate to that. I told you, this is a perspective piece. People in Diamond City need to know you're from a different world than them. So, what was the vault like? So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside? Gotta make my job hard for me, huh? All right, if that's the quote, that's the quote. Good. Let's get down to business. Don't lie to me, Blue. This is your story. Don't you want people to know the truth? You ready for that interview now, Blue? Ready for that interview, Blue? Oh my God. The man out of time. Oh my God. The woman out of time. Oh no. You're not backpedaling on that one. It's true, isn't it? Cold steel, angry scowls, lousy haircuts. All the touches I've come to expect from the Brotherhood. You know that group you rescued and conquered? Far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point. Never realized noodles were such a rough game. No, you don't say. Sounds like there's a story here. So, not much has changed then. Protecting a way of life. From where you're standing, I guess it doesn't. I'll bet. Try raising a little sister sometime. Sure, and then Grognak the Barbarian showed up and married the dinosaur queen, right? Just like in the history books. I always wondered why old pre-war courthouses have all that gladiator equipment just lying around. And by the way, at some point, you owe me an interview. I want to hear how this whole story got started. The guardian of the downtrodden, huh? You holding up, Blue? Holding up, Blue? Interesting. Fair enough. Maybe not from where you're standing. And that someone was you. Interesting. Because we wouldn't want to be underpaid assassins. You aren't seriously gonna take this job, are you? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The man's not your welcome mat. And, hey, maybe put the gun away. Let's not keep the boys waiting. What the hell are you doing? Mouth runs faster than the brain on this model sometimes. Just dig us deeper. Wonder what they'd think to see us now. Okay, good. Henry, you want to make with the apologizing? Always ready to get my hands dirty. Call me paranoid, but this screams trap. Not that this hasn't been scintillating. Not too keen on moonlighting as hired muscle. It's gonna be a lot of responsibility, but I know you'll make this place better. 500 caps? I'm in the wrong business. Real great set this evening, ma'am. Of songs, that is. Is it warm in here? If anyone asks, I'm blaming you. And just leave the carcass to the wolves? It'd be torn to bits. Not a lot of folks have such enlightened attitudes when it comes to synths. We can patch this up. You're gonna be all right, Glory. I can't believe you. We'll free every damn one. The pain you've caused, it ends today. I've met rad scorpions with less venom. Seems the old girl deserves better. Come on, Blue. This is an amateur hour. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Can't force you to do anything, but you could do a lot of good in this role. Whoa. You really want to head down this route? Ma'am, I don't know this person, so if you need to do some punching... What was that? Be smart about this, Henry. Think about what you're doing to poor Paul. I've already followed you through hell and high water, and I'd like to think I have more sense than most. We will be getting paid, right? Unfortunately, it seems like you don't know when to drop a subject. Maybe ultimatums aren't the way we should be. We don't have to do it this way. Please, have a heart. We don't want any trouble. You really getting your britches in a bunch over one Nuka-Cola? Real sweet of you. We can't just help the guy out? I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to lose someone that close to me. I don't want to watch. I'll take hurt feelings over becoming the Institute's plaything any day. Just lower your weapon. Why not just shoot him now? Save someone the trouble. Wouldn't want to miss any stops along the route now, would we? And we wouldn't want to keep anyone waiting. You really gotta rain on this guy's picnic. Deep breaths. He seems like a good guy. We really gonna try and screw him like this? Didn't know he had it in him. Tactics are overrated anyway. They won't know what hit him. We thought Preston and his crew were the only ones left. Yeah, Paul. We're not a hit squad. Now, if you'll excuse us, we've got a package to recover. And I have a new worst mental image. Had me worried for a second there, Blue. Bottoms up. You're not buying this hooey. After all we've been through with this guy? Well, I don't think those lurks are going anywhere. Guess we're not all lucky enough to have loudmouth partners to watch our backs, are we? That's right. We can solve this like civilized people. You can't do this alone. I'm coming with you. There's no way this works out in your favor if you pull that trigger. It's okay, Abbott. I got my eye on this one. Come on. We can spare something, can't we? Hey, be nice about the wall. Means a lot to folks here. That girl is dead. You've chosen a real hard life. Come on. We can work something out. Real bad for tourism if you kill your invited guests. We weren't exactly expecting slippers and a cold Nuka-Cola. I don't know. Maybe these people need the help more than the bots need their Fantasyland. Get up here? I'm more concerned if it's gonna stay up here. How could you do something like that? Don't you dare, Sinjin! I've heard crazier plans to do it. These people don't get to be your playthings. She may have been a monster, but did she have to die? Sooner or later? All the scum is gonna float to the surface. Doesn't matter if someone was born or built. A person's a person. I figured you'd understand that. Is now really the time to antagonize the killer robot? You're a real piece of work, you know that? I guess hospitality probably isn't real high on the Railroad's priority list. You know, I always figured you'd be great on radio. You got the looks for it. Just hang in there, Glory. Board up the windows because we're putting you out of business. I guess these folks could probably use the caps, right? Are we doing the right thing here? Wasn't what I'd call a warm welcome. It's tough. On the one hand, that's a priceless piece of history. But it doesn't feed these folks. We could have gotten Kent out of that alive. Your capacity for intrigue never ceases to impress. They're just gonna go on torturing people. You know that. Ooh, can't imagine being left out to dry like this. She's coming. With us. I don't believe it. Oh, Christ. You don't think that talk could wait until the kid gets settled? You don't need to worry anymore. Have you lost it? We can't leave this kid out here on his own. And no one would want that. Thought this place was creepily tidy. I guess. You know what the right choice is here. Never gonna be able to look at one the same again, but they're really coming in well. Their deaths will be on your hands. Whatever it is, I don't think it's well. But you better give us what we need. You should be ashamed. You can't exactly sample the wares, can you? But they grow a mean tato. Not sure I'll ever be able to eat one again. Now you wait a second. I didn't sign up for an execution. We're in this deep with the Institute as is. Couldn't hurt to have someone with real combat training watching our backs. Don't throw away a smart deal. Seriously? And then we can safely get him out of this hellhole. And you're happy working those kinds of hours? Wait, what? No one has to die. You are quite the firecracker. Huh. Didn't realize we were walking through a historic landmark. You know, I'm getting real sick of how you've been acting lately. Unless things start turning around, I can't promise how much longer I'll be around. You want my opinion? I think you're making a real mess of things out here. Can't you just try doing the right thing for a change? I came out here to lend a hand to the folks of the Commonwealth, not walk all over them. You should give it a try. Me? I'm getting awfully tired of your lousy decision-making. Why? Are you thinking of actually listening for a change? Because I'd love a reason to not just head back home. Sure haven't been giving me any. Look, you don't need to worry. We're fine. I came out here with you to do some good. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I suppose things are all right. It just feels like we could be doing more to help out here, you know? I'm on the fence. I want to do right by the people of the Commonwealth. I'm just not sure right now you feel the same. Well, things aren't bad, because believe me, you'd know if they were, but I suppose we could be doing better. It's hard to say at the moment. I think I need you to show me you're not just out here for yourself. You're something else, you know that? What you've done? I don't know if there's enough goodwill in the world to put things right again. We're good, Blue. Real good. I doubt I've ever been this good, Blue. You and I are making a real difference. That's pretty much all I've ever wanted. Frankly, I'm great. I got you watching my back, don't I? The smartest thing I've done in my life is heading out with you. So, I'd say I'm pretty damn good. Well, you gonna say something? Ugh, what? What now? Make it quick. What do you want? Oh, is this an apology? What can I do? Need something? All you gotta do is ask. You've got my undivided attention. Ask away. Something up? Hey, doll. What? I haven't made it readily apparent? You're making us look like monsters out here. How do you think I feel about that? You know, for a long time, I thought Mayor McDonough was the only one who could make my blood boil. I guess now there's someone else I can add to the list. Are you serious? The things you've done, you ought to be ashamed. I know I am. Where do I begin? Blue, I'm starting to wish I never met you. Clear enough for you? Well, I gotta say, I like the way you've been handling yourself out here. Commonwealth's not an easy place to do the right thing, but somehow you manage. Well, it's awful nice to have someone who's got their head on straight in my corner. So, I'm good. Things are pretty good from where I'm standing. So long as we're helping people out here, I'm all in. Not a lot of complaints at the moment. And you can ask around. That is a rare occurrence. You and me? I never suspected two people could do this much good for the Commonwealth. Being a part of that? It's the greatest honor I could ask for. Well, unless you've got some objections you're not raising, I'd say we're as good can be. Not sure I want to hear what you have to say. What? Yeah? Fine, talk. What's going on? Something you need? Cap for your thoughts? Talk to me. Something to say? All right. Out with it. Got something for me? What's going on? What do you need? Shoot. Hey, handsome. Something I can do? You need something, let me know. Anything you need? Blue, I'm on cloud 9. Things couldn't be better. And that's all thanks to you. Honestly, there's no place I'd rather be right now than by your side. I'm with the person I love, helping those in need. I couldn't imagine a better life. Honestly, I feel a bit guilty. Why should I get so lucky when so many folks have it so hard? But other than that, I'm great. Someone sounds a little nervous. Well, you got nothing to worry about. This is the happiest I've been in a long time. I'm out here with you. What else could I need? I am parched. Now there's a ringing endorsement. I'll have one. Something you recommend? Huh. What's this guy up to? So I'm gonna take that as a no. Come on, Henry. You don't have to be afraid of me. Reporter's honor. Now, how about a drink? Ah, what a lovely place to get shanked. Hey, I, need a minute. No kidding. I'll have a beer. Please. You up for a little beverage break? Joe, don't sully this. One, please. Hey, how about I introduce you to my confidential informant? Hey. No. But we've been traveling together for ages. Fine. I guess I'll go do that. Thanks, Welly. Taking me someplace fancy. We're drinking here? No. Hey there, Charlie. Beer? Oh, Takahashi. Thank you for meeting me here. Vadim, please. Stop. Now. Can I just have a beer? Well, look who it is. Don't you have a boot to polish somewhere? Hey, Welly. What you got for me? Lemonade. Doesn't that require lemons? Sorry, Blue. The jig is up. Takahashi told me everything. Web of lies? Gone. I mean, I bet your name's not even Blue, is it? Henry, don't be like that. Hey there, buddy. You lost? What'd you do this time, Vadim? Hey, Henry! How's business? Joe, I'm hurt. Have you finally managed to resist my charm? Well, hey, Savoldi. Got any good dirt for me today? So, what's the thing least likely to make me blind? Whoa now. You talk to all your customers that way? Not to rush, but I'd love to get out of here before my hair starts falling out. I don't think it just wandered off. There's gotta be a hint around here somewhere. We can't let them box us in. All right, then we just gotta find the switch. In we go. Good neighbor, huh? You looking to get stoned or stabbed? It's big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens, but it's home. The combat zone. No finer place to get murdered in all the Commonwealth. All those people. Anything. Anything at all. Oh, look at this place. It all just ended up being so futile. And yet, folks like the Brotherhood just want to do it all again. These places tend to be trapped up pretty well. Keep your eyes peeled. Hard work paying off. You know, if you're looking for something seaworthy, I've got 2 words for you. Look elsewhere. Just say the word. Ugh, I knew it! I knew you were a synth, McDonough! Ugh, damn it won't budge! And if I were you, I'd run. Far. It's over, McDonough! You're not getting off the hook that easy, McDonough. You have to answer for what you've done. Lord knows you've got plenty to answer for. You really think daring McDonough to open fire was the best course of action? The idea of McDonough at large in the Commonwealth? Almost scarier than him being mayor. So the big fat liar gets to walk free. Another depressing story to add to the pile. Is this what the Institute wanted? For us to do their dirty work for them? He's dead. Huh. I can't say McDonough didn't deserve worse, but... But at least now Diamond City will finally have the truth. Without a mayor, the city council will be next in line to pick up the pieces. Let's hope they do a better job. I don't know when people are going to be ready for another mayoral election. Not going to be soon, that's for sure. Come on, let's get him. Let's go. Damn it, McDonough's locked the door. There's no key. Gotta be a way in. Geneva used to have some way of opening the door. Maybe check her desk. Huh. They actually tried to train Mr. Handies. Could have fooled me. To have been in this place in its prime. Goodness, Blue, do you have a death wish? Let's get out of here. Blue, I don't like this. Fresh tarberries. So, are these beyond repair or just lying in wait? I got a lot to clean up here, Blue. Hit me up again later. I think Diamond City's gonna need me for a bit. Don't worry, we'll hit the road together soon. Guess I got another article to write, huh? Mayor McDonough's finally gone and people know the truth. Not bad, Blue. Place is in surprisingly good shape, considering. Another bastion of knowledge, lost to the ages. Spared no expense, it would seem. Good luck finding anything in here. Nasty way to go. Never ceases to amaze me just how horrible people can be to one another. Blue, if you're looking to commune with the Mirelurks, next time, count me out. The Commonwealth without the Institute. Hard to even imagine. Think the water's deep enough to break the fall? Warm, 2-century-old bags of blood. Lovely. Where'd the gunners get the brains to build something like this? It's certainly the most benign use of power armor I've come across, that's for sure. Never wish a death like that on anyone. So many people dedicated to finding out the truth. And now it's time for every Commonwealther's favorite game. Is it still structurally sound? And now the story of a lifetime, the fabled treasure of Jamaica. Oh, you getting the feeling we're on the right trail? Oh, this is where the Charles River Trio performs. Come on, let's get out of here before they ask us to watch. Radiation sure did a number on these folks. Probably best if we didn't linger. Whoa, looking a little unsteady. There anything you can leave behind? You still alive under all that? Might be time to drop something. Blue, come on. Let me carry something before you cripple yourself. You look like you're about ready to topple over. All this destruction. All the work of the Institute. Ugh, this stuff burns my lungs. Well, shit. You see a way out of here? Wow, that does not smell sanitary. You don't think those buttons will pump anything in here, right? Jesus. I mean, the area's nice, but I'm not sure about the neighbors. Please tell me that's not what I think it is. Sure hope no one drops something while we're down here. They have wings they're not even using. Well, mass fusion sure built them to last, didn't they? Is it just me, or is this place still cleaner than the surgery in Diamond City? Ah, the old rusty tube museum. The highlight of any Commonwealth tour. Surprised these haven't been harvested for parts. Couple coats of paint and this place will be right as rain. Can't believe someone hasn't put that thing out of its misery. Well, you can't beat the view. Someone was not a fan of the aquarium. Couldn't even be bothered to bury them, could they? Now, this is creepy. Well, would you look at that? Such majesty. Blue, that's Libertalia. They're not exactly known for their hospitality. What the hell happened down here? Oh, it's nicer from up here. I think. Place is nicer without the raiders. Not much, but nicer. See, scenic Quincy, home to, give me a minute. All the dangers of the wilderness, all the privacy of downtown. I guess no one will miss it at this point. Huh, are these abstract? Oh, God. Hey, at least they don't check tickets anymore, so there's that going for us. Not sure this is the place to take an extended dip. What a view. Desperate times. Hope none of this is still live. Goodness, it's almost like a little city up here. How can someplace smell this bad 200 years after the fact? Look, I'm sorry about your boy. Why don't you come by my office later? I think I just found my next story. Give me some time to get settled in. While I'm at it, You should probably try to get your bearings around here. Maybe someone's seen your kid. You've been saying that for weeks and the old girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way. Hey, kiddo! How are the paper sales? You saw that too, right? Oh, God. We need to see if anyone was hurt, right?
Take care of Nat.
You can't take a hint, can you? Looking to ruin my day? Well, isn't this unpleasant? Really trying my patience right now. Go on. Yeah? Shoot. You say something? Huh? Good boy, dog meat. Take your medicine. That's so. Well, thank you again for taking the time. Oh, thank you for your time. It is, isn't it? Well, thank you for your time. I see. Clearly you've thought this all the way through. Thank you for your time. Huh. Well, thank you for your time. Jerk. Oh, you know, it's probably nothing to worry yourself about. Thanks for your time. Actually, that's a pretty damn good reason. Well, thanks. Got it. Well, thank you for your time. I see. Thanks. Excuse me. Question for you. Excuse me, you got a moment? Mind if I ask you a quick question? Oh, well, thanks. I guess. Yeah, sure. Thanks for stopping this time. Yeah, thanks. But I think I'll pass. I might have something. Yeah. Here. Well, look at you. Never cease to impress, do ya? What? Whoa, not okay. Well, that was dumb. How did you even... Wow. Big mistake. It's like you read my mind. Don't you ever try and pull something like that again. Sure, on it. You got it. Oh yeah. Nope, not happening. No. That's gonna be a no. All yours? Here, I'll take good care of it. Thanks. Taking down that courser went about as well as could be expected. Now we just have to find someone to decode that chip. Hard to believe you're really gonna set foot inside the Institute. Given this teleport hijacker actually works, of course. Which it will, I'm sure. I'm a little shocked the Institute let you leave. Unless you're some sort of synth replacement. Which is just crazy. Nick's the finest sleuth in the Commonwealth. If anyone can help you find your son, it's him. This Kellogg can't be far now. I suppose we're gonna have to find some other way to track down your son. Because Kellogg's not giving us anything at this point. Have you ever seen anything like that? The airship? God! They must have an entire army on that thing. Are you as concerned as I am that Doc Amari knows how to hook up a dead-brain to her machines? I'm just saying. You know, you are some kind of dedicated. I wouldn't want to share a beer with Kellogg, let alone a brain. Driving one of their own scientists to turn himself into a super mutant. Just one more wrong the Institute has to answer for. Oh yeah? And what about the Commonwealth's future? Open this gate right now! Damn it, Danny, open up! I know you're listening, Danny! Open the gate. I can wait all day, Danny. Open up. Oh, you hear that, McDonough? What's Diamond City Security doing to help this man, huh? This isn't the first missing persons report to come through here, and now we have an infant who's been taken? Open up! A big Diamond City welcome from the mayor. You feel honored yet? Look, I gotta go get settled in, but, stop by my office later. I have an idea for an article you'd be perfect for. I gotta check a few things first. We'll talk later. You ask around about your boy. I gotta get set up. Someone must know something. Keep looking around. Don't worry. We'll get you help, just get your bearings first. Let's go. That's enough talk for now. We gotta get moving. Keep up.
I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood, Knight. However, You've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. The Institute and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths must be eliminated at all costs.
I'm impressed. Not everyone can claw information out of McDonough's tight-fisted hands. Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine? I think I just found my next story. Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the Public if you need me. Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be here if you need me. So, you're looking for an infant boy, huh? Interesting you not mentioning whether the boy's related to you in any way. Why don't you stop by my office later? I think maybe I can help you out. After I get some answers. So it's a missing person you're after, but you don't say who or why they matter to you. Why don't you come by my office later? I think maybe I can help you out. After I get some answers. This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security always shrivels away when talk of missing persons comes up? Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh? Come on, Nikki. I'm just asking for your opinion. It'd be a great quote. Well, well, speak of the devil. He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down, Blue. Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows. So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve. Jesus, Nick! Gross! Seriously? The Institute? Oh, boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone. Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra-paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail. The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want, especially if it's high-tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but let's just say they have their own agenda. They're a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting the Commonwealth from things like the Institute. Things that make people afraid. But, they're not around anymore. A lot of, petty infighting. People lost faith and, well, you can't have a volunteer army without volunteers. Last I heard, the only remaining group of them was making their way to Concord. Of course, Codsworth. Jesus. Lucky for me, those two things go hand in hand. Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter. Boo! No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them? Now, I already know you're looking for your son, Sean. Do you suspect the Institute was involved in his kidnapping? Now, the big question. Why come to Diamond City? You're looking for someone, aren't you? Who is it? That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over. Synths. Synthetic people. Sent from their hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking. That's right. There are two major kinds you have to watch out for. The first is an obvious fake. Skin looks like plastic, skeleton might even be showing. You see groups of them scouring the Commonwealth, killing people and scavenging what's left. I reported on University Point a while back. Whole town got cleaned out. The second type of synth is the real deal. With skin, blood, warm smiles, and guilty glances, just like a good old-fashioned human. So, do you think they could be involved? The Institute, or one of their agents? Not even a baby is safe from them. And people wonder why I can't just look the other way. I hope that's true. Because if they are involved, everything gets worse. Enjoy. Bon appetit. You know, you look like you could really use this. These things have literally saved my life. You hungry? These always keep me going. You look like you could use a pick-me-up. Hey, here. Something to keep you sharp. Always worked for me. Time for some travel fuel. Want one? Take it. Nicky's missing. What has he gotten himself into this time? I'm glad we did this. The wall is important to a lot of people here, Blue. So tell me, the world back then, what was it like? A lawyer, huh? And what was justice like back then? Look, I'm just gonna say it. You're a vault dweller. A jumpsuit's a dead giveaway. Look, I'm just gonna say it. You're a vault dweller. You might not be wearing the blue jumpsuit, but the Pip-Boy and that fish-out-of-water look? Dead giveaways. You fought in the war? Tell me, what happened? What was it all about? Interesting you mentioning that, seeing as you're from a vault. Jumpsuit's a bit of a giveaway. Interesting you mentioning that, seeing as you're from a vault. Yeah, you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and that fish-out-of-water look? Dead giveaways. Look, about your son. I didn't know if you were on the up and up before, didn't want to waste my friend's time, but I think he can help you. His name's Nick Valentine, detective extraordinaire. Got an office here in Diamond City. Just look for the neon sign with the heart in it. Wow, this is gonna be a great story. Just wait till you see this in print. You won't regret this, Blue. Not like a cozy day in the vault, huh? Yeah, I know where you're from. Jumpsuit's a dead giveaway. Not like a cozy day in the vault, huh? Yeah, I know where you're from. You're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and that fish-out-of-water look? Dead giveaways. 'Cause of the blue jumpsuit you're wearing? You're a vault dweller. 'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and that fish-out-of-water look? Dead giveaways. Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue? Holding up, Blue? All right. Need a countdown on the Institute's favorite people? Have any more questions about the Institute's enemies, Blue? You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel. Nick, you always know just what to say. Will do. Catch! Here you go! This is what I've got. Ugh! Got my leg! What the hell has gotten into you? Free for the taking. I can carry something if you need me to. Ours now. Why is the room spinning? Not willing to lend a hand, huh? Figures. Tightwads, stiffs, soul in need. These folks could really use our help. Really. Couldn't spare a thing. I can't imagine anything I'd want more. Heading my way? You sure you want to leave that? There isn't something else we can ditch? That's just a lot of caps to leave in the dirt. Someone will find a use for it. Blue? My leg! Why can't I feel my leg? You want to get out of here? I don't think we'd make pretty ghouls. Ugh. You feel that too? Rads. Gonna have a lot more limbs and a lot less hair if we stick around here too much longer. What the hell, Blue? Have you lost your mind? What could they have possibly done? Take a look. Probably have something you can use. Help yourself. Oh boy, that's a lot of metal. That's one heck of a get-up, Blue. Hope you plan on using your robot powers for good. I'm okay! Oh, my head. Oh, my head! Folks love a good helping the little guy story. Wish I could write one of those. Blue, that belongs to someone. You looking to get us in trouble? Don't mind us, just perusing. Guess they vanished for good. Here's hoping they don't come back. I think they're gone. That it? Did they leave? Seems like they had enough sense to run. Your leg's not looking so hot. Your leg okay? 'Cause it's looked better. Easy now, Blue. That leg's real beat up. Hey, who said you could hide? Blue, they're still here somewhere. Watch out. You got a line on them? Where are you? Dang. Lost him. Mean-looking machine you got there. Oh, just be careful, okay? You flash a weapon like that, somebody might think you're looking for trouble. You sure know how to take self-defense to the next level. Anything else? There more? What else you need? That it? What you got? Damn! You testing gravity or something? Hey! Are you okay? There are safer ways to get your thrills. Blue! Blue, I can't feel my arm. My arm! Oh, my arm! Does it look bad? Blue? Where are your pants? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a camera right now. You chilly? It seems chilly. There's that silver tongue. Awful smooth, Blue. You really think they can afford that much? Well, I guess they did. Brought this on yourself! Sweet dreams! Down you go! Had your chance! How are you still standing? Blue, you with me? Come on, focus. Couple stims and you'll be right as rain. Guess we scared them off. Phew. I think they left. What do you think that was? You think we're safe now? Must be imagining things. Not a bad look for you. Well, that looks like it could take a beating. That'll sure keep you safe another day. See? All better, boy. Patched up and back on the prowl. Huh. Didn't know those worked on dogs. Now where'd they get to? Gone. Just like that. Where'd they go? Come out, come out. Damn. Lost 'em. Whatever you need to get you through the day. Huh. Thought that stuff was for polishing chrome. You ever try the moonshine at the Dugout Inn? Fastest way I know to ruin an evening. Bottoms up. You ought to be careful with that stuff. I don't expect that's the kind of habit you're looking to form. Be smart with that. It can end up costing more than you bargained for. Which one is that? Oh. Nasty stuff. Handy, aren't ya? If you wanted to make me a second printing press while you're at it. Always was a little jealous of folks who could craft something other than a paragraph. The gift of gab saves lives again. And everyone walks away unscathed. Whew! For a moment there I had visions of bullets whizzing past my head. Again. Watch out! Shit! Get down! No, no, no! Back for more, huh? They're back! Thank God. Not every story in the Commonwealth has to end in a body count. That's in better shape than I expected. Are you nuts? I can't believe you'd even ask me that. Not now, not ever. That's a joke, right? I think I'm rubbing off on you, Blue. We need to get you to a doctor, Blue. You don't look so good. Was that laced with something? Maybe it's time to lay off the chems? Go see the doc? What the? Blue! You okay? Wow! Loud! Wish I'd brought something to peruse myself. So much blood. It doesn't hurt anymore. Is that bad? Blue, help! Put it to good use. Oh, you're still here? Wouldn't want to be in your shoes. Pitiful. You picked on the wrong people today. There you are. That should make things easier going forward. Sorry, not possible. Wish I could help you. That doesn't seem like a great idea. Can't do it. Made quick work of that. That's generous of him. You know where to find me. Blue, you look like death. Let's get you to a doctor. We need to get you some rat away. Quick. Don't know if you're going for that ghoul look, but you're definitely getting there. Let's get you to a doc. Still in one piece. That's all of them. Didn't know when to quit, did they? Should have backed down. Guess we showed them. Good riddance. Not too shabby. Of course. Can do. Uh-huh. That's a plan. Never expected I'd get this close to one of those. I can get used to this. I'm just gonna hang on to my notebook. Any chance we could try and keep stray bullet out of my obituary? Whoa, watch it! Hey! How about channeling that anger somewhere else, huh? Got him! Found ya! Blue! Company! Blue, your arm! Don't worry, your arm's still attached, I think. Hey, you're gonna be alright. Well, there's a classic. Doesn't look a day past 199. Absolutely not. Thanks, Blue. Oh, much better. I'd kiss the man who invented stims. Good Samaritans are hard to come by these days. Well, aren't you just a big softie? They look like they could use it more than us. Everything's still attached? That was real good of you, Blue. Most folks can't be bothered. But then, you aren't most folks, are ya? Easy to forget there are still genuinely good people out there. You trying to impress me? It's working. They could use it more than us. That one worth reading? Well, take your time. The literate keep me fed. You forget your key at home? Blue, what are you doing? Breaking and entering. Anything for a story. Now, don't start what you can't finish. Real bad move. You're all bravado and no brains, aren't ya? You made a mistake. Now you pay for it. Hope you made your peace. Kiss it all goodbye. I see you. Hey, they're here. Found them and they do not look friendly. Here's trouble. Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it. What's that for? Certainly seen better days, hasn't it? What if I could, but I can't, so I won't. How did you do that? I can barely get mine to save. Did you try rebooting the... Oh, you already got it. Nice. Hang in there, dog meat. You'll be okay, boy. Dog meat's gonna be all right. Right? Dog meat. I think he needs help. You sure it's safe to swim here? I guess this looks clean. Ish. Hey, look. Blue soup. Is that it? Come on! Now I'm mad! That went better than expected. I wonder if this is normal for other journalists. Really held your own there, Blue. Wish it hadn't come to that. Can't keep you out. You sure know your way around a bobby pin. You're pretty good at that. Like, maybe next time you're in my house, I need to keep an eye on you good. Deftly done. Yep. Huh, that looks just like a... Oh my god! There's no way that is what I think it is. Point the way. Where to? You say the word. Just let me know. Going up? Reaching for the gun first, huh? Figures. Really? Again? Another day, another wave of bullets. Great. One more story of violence to toss on the pile. I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Let's get this over with, shall we? Wow, there's a whole bunch of you, aren't there? For now, what a waste. They never just want to talk. If we're gonna dance, let's dance. Bad idea. Guess this is it for you. Come on, we don't have to do this. One more obituary. Gonna be your last mistake. Farewell, little fly. Well, aren't you a nasty little thing? Hey, a Sultron over here. Watch yourself. That is one angry metal lady. Damn flying syringes. What I wouldn't give for the biggest rolled up newspaper. No, here it comes. We picking fight over flight? Okay. Commonwealth had enough pests already. Someone really had to make more. Imagine using these things for news instead of just target practice. Watch your digits, Blue. Ferals. Poor ghoul bastards. I'm Handy, destroyer of worlds. Whose bright idea was it to arm the gardener? Come on, Lurk, show us that underbelly. If you like your limbs, I'd keep my distance. Careful, these things know how to wail. So long, Your Highness. Hello. Mole rats. Watch it. Could be more burrowed nearby. Just aim for the combat inhibitor and watch the fireworks. Why's a butler need a firearm? Rich people were weird in your time too, huh? Oh, nope, just roaches. Thought we might be in danger. Come here, little guy. Blue, you got a bat or something? Watch it! Rat scorpions! Keep an eye on that stinger. Let's put this thing out of its misery! It saw us. Try to get behind it! Whoa! Sentry bot! Move! Sentry bot! Pulse, explosives, just hit it hard! You hear a buzzing? Not for long, you don't. A lot easier to whack if you ground them. Oh my god. Behemoth! Wow. Someone's been eating their cram. Hope you like 'em big and dumb. Mutants, angry, armed, and inbound. We got mutants, and they look mad. Of course they always look mad. Bye-bye, big guy. I guess they're not looking to negotiate. Institute scrap heaps. Back to the scrap heap for you. This place has some serious defenses. Must be something important here. Watch it! That turret's live. My hot plate's on the fritz, but that damn turret still works after 200 years. Naughty, naughty. Bad. Bad dog. Bring it, furball. I think it sees us.
Hope you know what you're doing. I'm just gonna tell myself that they wronged you in the past. People aren't real fond of sticky fingers around here.
Hey, something's out there. What was that? Blue, we're not alone here. You see that?
Nat always said I was the lucky one. Seems Sis was right. Hey, Trouble. Hard to believe anyone ever came to these places willingly.
What a lovely aroma. I don't know what Mirelurk ate a pile of old socks before it died, but how nice of it to share. Hear that? Was that you? Quite a setup they had down here. People really lasted 200 years inside these tin cans? I would have gone batty. These things feel too much like tombs for my liking. They must have made a fortune on these places, selling people the chance for a future. Lots of nifty tech down here. They're not gonna miss a little, are they? Ugh, it's like they designed them to fuel nightmares.
So what do they got in here? If a store like this isn't picked clean, there's usually a reason.
You know, growing up, I thought shopping carts were baby cages. Let me tell you, my little sister did not appreciate the mix-up.
I'd take Diamond City Market over this place any day. Starting to feel like you pulled a fast one on me, Blue. What do you think got this one? Pirates? Mirelurk Queen? Drunk Captain? I vote we just let the Mirelurks have this one. Seems this one wasn't good enough for those pirates in Libertalia. That's saying something. All this dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. You know, from what I've read, I suspect the food in these places has actually improved since the bombs. Would have been nice to see all this in its prime. First rule of the city: eyes up, weapons out. Since McDonough took over, most folks have to choose between this or Good Neighbor. I'm not convinced this isn't the safer choice. Best way to keep your bearings out here is... Wait, if the sun's over there... Ugh, you've got a map, right? More opportunities for an ambush around here than I like. What's the angle here? Always seems like there are skeletons at the bottom of these things. As lovely a picnic as this is how people get shot. Bet this was peaceful in its day. Can you imagine just relaxing in a place like this? Not having to worry about what's planning to eat you? Can't believe anything still grows out here at all. Huh, you know the story of this one? Well, all start to run together after a while. Stuff here is probably in better shape than anything they sell at market. At least it was probably fired less. Can't imagine the skirmishes that went on over this place. A lot of caps went into building this place. Talk about a waste. I like my pistols like I like my company. High caliber. I'm talking about you, Blue. Places like this make me wish I'd stayed awake in science class. Bet in the right hands, someone could still make a lot of use of this stuff. Stuff was probably worth a small fortune at some point. Now look at it. Hey, you see any stims? Nab 'em. Can you imagine being able to take care of so many people? How did I ever travel without you, Blue? These folks don't seem like they had much to begin with. It's not much, but it's still a big step up from most places in the Commonwealth. I don't expect many people choose this life. Why do you think these folks ended up out here? You looking to rest up? Seems as good a place as any. It's got some charm, I guess. Well, at least the price of drinks is right. I can't imagine people brought a lot of valuables to the airport, but I suppose it couldn't hurt to check. This place sure took a beating. Some planes must have gotten away before the bombs hit. Where do you think they ended up? Hard to believe a place this vast was essentially a glorified bus terminal. I had a rad gull snatch a snack cake right out of my hand once in a place like this. Flying roaches. You know, the word cesspool comes to mind. Every now and then I get a hint why people thought this place was beautiful once. And then, inevitably, a Mirelurk shows up. Decent place for a scrounging spree. Geez, how much stuff did they make back then? Might still be something of value in here to someone. A warehouse. Thrilling. Well, this place is something. All right. How can a place still smell this bad after 200 years? We can never just wander someplace nice, can we? I suspect that getting nuked probably didn't much affect this place's popularity. Ugh. I'm not gonna leave the bath for a week after we get out of here. I wouldn't trust anyone or anything that chooses to live in a place like this. Oh, God. This place reminds me of a date I went on once. Guy said it was a trip to the Tunnel of Love. There was not a second. Well, I guess on the whole it's way less collapsed than I'd expect it to be. Ugh, bad idea.
Aw, shoot. Shopping list is in my other notebook.
Could you imagine trying to build something like this now? Everything mean got bigger and our dreams got smaller. Can't believe this old thing's still upright, considering. How high up you looking to go?
Best advice I ever got about exploring these things? Always have a second escape route. Let's not jump.
You'd be surprised how many old documents are still in these things. A researcher's paradise. Hey, you're old. Can you explain this to me? How exactly does one shiver a timber?
You don't suppose this thing's gonna fall apart anymore while we're standing here, right?
If you're hounding for lunchboxes, we're in the right place.
Can't hold a torch to the school in Diamond City.
Though there are fewer bullet holes. You think this was an education type of school or a re-education type of school? Never ceases to amaze me what people throw away.
I dig up enough garbage for work.
I'd prefer not to do it on my time off. Seeing the sights, huh?
What a pile of scrap. You get it? Because it's... Ugh, never mind.
Not quite the adventure I expected, Blue.
Folks probably left something behind worth scrounging. Snag some parts for our printing press in an area like this.
Can't believe a place this small had its own newspaper. Ah, the American dream. Reduced to ashes. What do you think did this place in? Rads? Raiders? Both? Still kinda charming, if you squint your eyes real hard. Watch your step around here. Can't believe folks used to build with this stuff. Life before corrugated metal. A lot of fancy toys just for digging holes.
Takes an awful lot of equipment to dig something like this.
I doubt anyone's gonna notice if some parts just wandered off. Still sorta pretty in the right light. Could set up a decent newsroom in here. How'd anyone get anything done with all these computers around?
Bet most looters just passed this place by. Might be something worth taking. The paper public occurrences is printed on we found in places like this. Stuff's rarer than gold. There are moments when I think I could just work behind a desk. Usually when I'm being shot at.
Places like this were supposed to remind us not to repeat the errors of the past. Fat lot that did.
It's pretty. What's left of it.
Why'd they even build all this if they were just gonna nuke it?
Tight quarters down here. I don't care how friendly it might be, watch your fire.
So were these places always terrifying, or is that just a recent addition?
Jumping at shadows. This is the sort of place all the cool ferals get together. Chew the fat. It'd take a lifetime to clear these tunnels out. Likely because you died trying it. Feel like I need better eye protection in a place like this. And over here we have a rare mint condition,
just what the heck do you think this stuff did?
These places attract desperate people, Blue. Probably merit some extra caution. Grab anything you can carry. If someone can't use it, it's still probably worth some caps. Doctors always give me the creeps. Glad I never had to deal with a whole building full. Hey, you're pretty handy, Blue. You think there's anything in here you could put to use? If you're on the hunt for something heavy and rusted, you picked the right place.
Can't even imagine what this place must have been like when it was running. Now it's like a tomb.
Some things never go out of style. Limb loss in a place like this, for example.
Ah, the wonders of mass production.
This is natural, right? We're not about to walk into the jaws of whatever dug this. Little thin on charm down here, isn't it? When I think story of the century, this place, this is not what springs to mind. I don't think anyone down here is expecting guests. A reporter and a vault dweller wandered into my cave today. I had them for dinner. They were delicious. You must be real thirsty, Blue. Nothing says day in the hospital like sampling some 200-year-old beer. We should take some of this to the Dugout Inn. It'd be better than what they're selling now.
How much beer did they make in this place? No wonder there were so many people back then.
There's something so romantic about the idea of flying. Plummeting, less so.
Sure, the Institute made these things killing machines, but they're still killing machines. If the Institute and its synths think we're going down without a fight, they're in for a damn big surprise.
The Institute sure gives its lackeys some serious firepower. Nick's the only synth I've met that didn't seem to have a screw loose. Wonder if that's why they got rid of him.
Wonder what the Institute's looking for in a place like this.
You know, I think super mutants are smarter than anyone gives them credit for.
Lucky for us, they're about as organized as a Good Neighbor parade route.
You know mutants take prisoners.
I can't imagine a death that's worse than that.
I've heard rumors of humans and mutants living together out west. I assume it's a master-slave sort of thing. Wonder who's boss. You heard of FEV? Apparently it's what makes mutants so damn tough. And ugly. Imagine what the Commonwealth would look like if mutants were on our side.
Why isn't the Institute figuring that out?
Can't believe these things still operate. Nick explained the difference between synths and robots to me once. Suffice it to say, it didn't make thrilling news. When we were kids, we used to steal my dad's pistol, shoot the combat inhibitors off a couple bots, and steer them through town. Ah, geez, that was fun. You can usually still get some pretty nice parts off of these old models. Just don't let them smell your fear, Blue.
Oh, no, that's dogs.
Wish we could just put these jerks and the super mutants in a cage and let them ruin each other's day instead of all of ours. Deathclaws, ferals, even bots. They don't know what they're doing. But raiders, they choose to be this cruel.
What kind of a whack job would choose this life?
I don't like having to kill anyone. But for raiders, I'll almost make an exception. Raiders. Humanity at its absolute worst. A mole rat's a pest. A pack of them, well, that's just good eating. During the thin years, when the harvests didn't pan out, finding a mole rat felt like a gift. An angry, smelly gift. Rule 1 of mole rats: never get between a broodmother and her... anything. Just stay away from them. Wonder if there's a warren nearby. Woo! One of these rats must be seriously ill. Nothing healthy should smell like that. Can make a pretty penny selling Mirelurk eggs, so long as you're not too attached to your fingers. I wouldn't stick a toe in water for years because of these things.
The secret to dealing with Mirelurks? Mines.
With the right spices, Mirelurk meat can taste just like an old shoe. You know what fact never fails to give me chills when it comes to Mirelurks? The world? 70% water. Gunners. All the combat training of the Brotherhood of Steel. All the moral character of your neighborhood bully. Oh, story idea. I get a tattoo on my forehead and cop a bad attitude. Gunners undercover. Would probably actually move some papers. Gunners pack a punch, but they're not coordinated. They're like super mutants. Without the charm. Gunners are all based out of the GNN building downtown. What a waste of a newsroom. Gotta have some serious issues to think an organization requiring facial tattoos is the place for you. Nasty cannibals. Wait, are ghouls cannibals? They don't eat each other, right? These things stopped being people a long time ago. Mayor McDonough chased all the ghouls out of Diamond City. I wonder if any of them ended up out here. Ghouls love to play peekaboo. Keep your eyes open. I don't have to outrun the ghouls, Blue. I just have to outrun you. Don't usually get to see Deathclaws this close. Wouldn't mind this being the last time either. Not to go all Writer, but seriously? Deathclaws? What, was Pointy Lizard taken? I knew a trader who dealt solely in Deathclaw goods. Clothes, weapons, jewelry. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Roger in a... Oh, makes you wonder how people ever made it past day 1 with these things running amok out here. It'd probably take the Brotherhood, Institute, and Divine Intervention to clear these things from the Commonwealth. If there were ever people more in need of the truth. Let's not linger, all right? I'm worried my teeth might start falling out. Worshipping the atom doesn't seem so crazy when you realize what it's capable of. Wait, no, I hear it now. That did sound crazy. You got enough rat-away to share? Poor brainwashed dolts. Wish they'd listen to reason. I read pre-war scientists thought bugs would inherit the Earth. At least they got one thing right. It true bugs weren't this big in your time? That must have been nice.
Some of these things lay eggs in their hosts while they're still alive. Ugh, why do they all have to be so ugly? Exoskeletons with appetites. Brotherhood sure knows how to take all the fun out of dressing in rivets and leather. I don't care how you feel about synths. No one gets to have the authority to wipe them all out. The Brotherhood seems to rely real heavily on their chain of command. Wonder how long the links hold. Anyone with that much firepower plans on using it, no matter what they claim. Sure, the Brotherhood's a lesser evil, but that's still evil. Sun goes down, crazies come out. Made it another day in the Commonwealth. Lucky us. Can't remember the last time I saw the sunrise. Even this place can look pretty. Nice night. Means things with sharper eyes than us will be on the hunt. Nights like this, a warm spot with a cold beer would be heaven. Oh no! This rain is gonna ruin my notes! Nice day. Where are we headed? Oh, what a pleasant surprise. No need to be shy. There's something you need? All ears. Need something? I'm pushy, not crazy. Honestly, these days I'm more scared for my sister. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to her. But I'm not the only one with something to lose. That's why people deserve to know what's out there, good or bad. I've made my fair share of mistakes, but this trip's starting to look like a serious bust. Was just thinking about you. It may be constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement. If there's a story here, we'll find it. I'd rather know an ugly truth than a sweet lie. Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful. Hard to believe I'm roaming with my own pre-war relic. Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer. Whatever you need. You're one well-preserved relic, you know that? Hey, dollface. Well, aren't I lucky they thawed you out just for me? Finally have someone to call my own. Can't keep anything from you, can I? Can't stay away, huh? So many threads to follow. But if anyone's gonna find where they lead, it's us. Family's too precious. What kind of life is she gonna have if I never go near her again? I can't risk her turning out like me and losing her completely. I'm not gonna be the deciding factor in what becomes of Nat. She's gonna figure that out for herself. Oh, har har. Seriously, though. Hey there. Anything I can do? What's the story? For you? I got time. I'm listening. What's up? No one else you can pester, huh? Can we make this snappy? Talk. Out with it. What could you possibly need now? I guess we will. If this is how people treated each other back then, no wonder everything went to shit. You just don't know when to say no, do you, Piper? What are we gonna do with you, Blue? I don't know why I expected you to be different. The things I'll do for a headline. I've met raiders better behaved than you. I guess not a lot better. Thought folks from your time were better behaved than this. Or at least more polite. Nice being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home. Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say. Doing the right thing rarely makes you popular. But I don't think I could live with myself otherwise. Nice to see there are still some folks with sense in the Commonwealth. You sure know how to show a girl a good time. Get a lot done for an old-timer, don't ya? I needed a trip like this. Thanks for letting me tag along, Blue. I'd always heard folks were nicer in your day. Never expected I'd see it firsthand. Piper and Blue. Sounds more like a jazz combo than a traveling outfit. But it'll do. You were right about Nat. Thanks. Again. Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, if you need anything proofread. What did I ever do to deserve you? I can always count on you, can't I? Sure don't make 'em like they used to. Talking about you, Blue. Hey, Blue. Whew. Goosebumps. I'm game, whatever the plan is. Right behind you. How the hell did someone like me luck out and find someone like you? No one I'd rather be out here with. Real good to know I've got someone I can count on. Anything I can do? You just say the word. We'll make something of the Commonwealth yet. Used to feel like I was the only one who saw the Commonwealth for what it was. Then I met you. Don't think you're getting out of this. Could really use some good ideas about now. That's it. Let out the beast. Look, don't let Blue scare ya. Just stay alert and you'll stay alive. Always in self-defense, I'm sure. You're right, but... You really think you're up for this? Blue, don't do this. This one's a pretty tough cookie. Just try and remember we're talking about a person here. Now, What do you know? Then you need to make it stop. There's no changing the situation at this point. So what do you know? Vadim, this isn't funny. Good. We get the drop on him. This should be a piece of cake. Honestly, Vadim, what the hell has gotten into you? Vadim needs us, Travis. Come on, Travis. You don't want to live like that. Seems like another miscalculation to me. We're right behind you. I think this guy might be willing to work with us. Yeah, folks with bad attitudes can get real tired. I can't believe you're even considering this. I can't believe what I'm hearing. There's gotta be something we can do. We're not the bad guys. Yeah. Yeah, we do, Travis. Where's this been hiding? Because that man's death will be on your hands. Well, we're here to help now. And we'll all walk out of this in one piece. That's a good attitude. Because in a minute, you're gonna have to. Real quick way to make a lot of enemies. You planning to concuss Travis to confidence? Don't do that to yourself. All we can do now is figure out how to make this right. It's a hard life, but it's a life. You starting a war isn't gonna fix that. This isn't something we can just let stand. We have to stop them. Just say whatever you have to get us out of here. Jesus, Blue! Have you lost it? The claim of every tyrant. Don't worry, my war will be better. You're right. There's no way this doesn't just lead to more death. Good luck, General. I hope you find your son. What have you done? Inquiring minds want to know. No way something that high-tech walked off without anyone noticing. It's here somewhere. And how many lives are you willing to end just to do it? Not sure I'm on board with this whole guns for hire thing. How about we grab this thing before our teeth start falling out? Can we afford to stand by while this man sends the Commonwealth careening into war? So what's the plan? Keeping nukes out of the hands of super mutants? Oh, we'll do our best, all right. Yeah, is honored the word? I got your back. No matter whose target you paint on there. Can't imagine what life at school must have been like with a name like that. The man didn't do anything wrong. Exactly. You're not willing to let off one innocent man? Hey, I hate him as much as anyone, but maybe we pull back on the bloodlust a little. You two can't be that naive. That thing, it's just gonna escalate everything. You can't honestly believe it will stem the bloodshed. Not that they gave us a lot of choice. Guess we're on the right path, huh? So where'd you go from here? Oh, God. You think this was Kellogg's handiwork? Huh. Sounds almost elegant. You sure that's baseball? Hey, somebody was here. You think it was Kellogg? Hey, dog meat's got something. See anything? Wait, that's what baseball was like? Really? He can't be far now. See if you can find anything. Oh my God. That sounds... Wait a minute. Always thought something was a bit off about Covenant. I mean, what good's an entry exam against raiders? All roots and rumors lead to Bunker Hill. God, I hope they don't start singing. I'm confused. This didn't sail up here, right? What kind of nuts would want to live in a blast crater? This kind, I guess. This place would give a ghoul nightmares. The stuff in here's older than you, Blue. How far down does this place go? Worst part of being a lookout in the obelisk? Forgetting your lunch. Ugh. You could nuke this place a second time and you'd still never get that smell out. Oh yeah, this place looks safe. How much longer do we need to stand here? No, this doesn't feel like a trap at all. Yeah, I just ate, so you go ahead. So many books. I'd live in this place if it weren't for all the mutants. Oh God, I have to sneeze. No, got it. And I've lost my appetite. Not easy for anyone out here. Inside Easy City Downs. Definitely a story here. Still prefer this to swimming across. I've seen birds land on Corvegas and go up in flames. Can't believe people used to drive these things. Now this is funny. So that's progress. Not a lot. How does something like this even happen? Oh my God. Well, there goes any restful sleep I was planning for in the near future. Be a nice view, if it weren't for that wreck out there. I hope these folks didn't suffer. Of course, knowing super mutants. You think we're under Concord proper yet? That is a hell of a first step. Hope they don't mind us dropping in. Oh, come on, it's a joke, Blue. Keep up. I've seen books used for worse. You think there might still be real lions out there somewhere? A silent neighborhood, a fortified homestead. This is how you start a good story. Or a horror novel. Wouldn't want to be the one having to clean those windows. Basement full of ghouls. And just when I thought I'd smelled everything. Might be a while till the next show. I'll never understand the games of the past. Give me Red Menace any day of the week. Something's not right. Where are the people? This the sort of stuff you normally see in a hospital? I'm guessing go around is probably out of the question, huh? Cambridge Polymer Lab. The cutting edge of decrepit. You think they designed this place with sniper fire in mind, or that was just a lucky coincidence? Meyer lurks direct to your doorstep. Eesh. My God. They were teaching the robots to bowl? So these were the men who doomed the world. Can we get inside that thing? What exactly was the goal of this fraternity again? That is a lot of death. Hasn't exactly been the cakewalk we'd hoped for. Gone for a week. Blue, she could be in real trouble. It's better in our hands anyway. Sooner we get out of this radiation, the better. Just going to waste otherwise. Blue, would you look at this place? Easy to forget places like this even exist. Someone's not interested in visitors. That's one way to keep out uninvited guests. Guess they're not interested in sharing, huh? When did it get so quiet? Got awful quiet in here. Hello? Someone out there? Nothing. Quiet, ain't it? Hey, you ever wonder... Oh, jeez. Sorry. Quiet in here. Feel like I need to take my shoes off in here. What on earth could someone have done to deserve this? We're not in any rush to go, are we? Whew, bright in here, ain't it? Can we turn down the wattage on that thing? Well, at least we'll be able to see anyone coming in here. No sign of ghouls in here. We must be getting close. Who has time to do this sort of cleaning? Oh, look at this place. Their maid's got talent. Who could do something like that? My God. Now everyone in the Commonwealth will know. The Minutemen are back. Dance wasn't some sick dog to put down. Though I'm pretty sure Maxon's not going to see things that way. But it's the job of the news to let people know before they're in danger. Sure, things aren't quite as dire now as they were, but taking that as an invitation to kick up our feet? Just let things slide? It's irresponsible. Of course, making sure folks are actually listening, that's a battle in itself. You kidding me? With the Institute coming out on top, the whole Commonwealth is in danger. Of course, making sure folks are actually listening, that's a battle in itself. Hey now, big boy. I know a couple of your brothers that say different. Well, if it isn't the Institute's little errand boy. Well, if it ain't the pride of the Minutemen. Be safe, you two. What'd they use you for? Ah, what were you hiding? And inside, there's... Jeez, you mutants are not much prettier up close. You could really win some arguments with what's in here. Arms in here. Hey, some kind of weapon in this one. This thing's got stims in it. Stims over here. Some stims in this one. Well, there's grub in this one. Hey, thirsty? Water in here. Whoa. Bunch of ammo in here. This one's got ammo. Some ammo in this one. Hey, check this out. Is that? Hey! Take a look at this. Come take a look at this. This thing's sealed tight. Locked. Hey, armor in here. Look at that. Armor. Hunk of armor in this one. Looks like someone was hiding their stash in this one. Drugs in here. Bunch of chems in this one. You hungry? Come take a look. Oh, food. Water. Water in this one. Some water in this one. Well, someone was planning some fun. Booze in here. Hello? Found where they were storing their liquor. Hey, this one's got some liquor in it. Nothing but garbage. Junk. I think someone was using this as a trash can. Shoot. Won't budge. And who's gonna stop me? You? You. You want into Diamond City, right? Ugh! You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. Ooh, that a statement, Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. You're standing there with your jaw hanging out. Say something. Speak up, I couldn't hear you. Welcome to day 1 of the new Commonwealth. Exactly. Okay, maybe a couple of things to be afraid of, but, you took care of the big one.
Why?
Because this new world you've created? I'm not sure what kind of chance it's got. Well, you expected right. It means no more kidnappings. No more sleepless nights terrified your neighbors plotting against you. No more fear. Thanks to you, we don't have to be afraid anymore.
And saving humanity doesn't involve the Commonwealth in your plan, I guess.
I can't believe it. They're gone. The Institute's gone. Do you know what this means? So that's it. The Institute's won. I suppose you're proud of yourself. I really hope you don't believe that. For both our sakes, I seriously doubt it.
You know what this means, right? It means people getting snatched in the night, neighbors turning on each other.
And no one left to stop them. Do you really think that's what the Commonwealth needs?
You know, your victory speeches could use some work.
Doesn't change the fact that we're all in your debt.
You're joking, right? Someone's gonna have to document the post-Institute world now, won't they?
Have you ever known me to hold back information?
Oh, you're a riot. What, you think I'm just gonna stand here?
They did. But thanks to them, and you, we get to live free. I suppose it does, but more than that. So the Institute's won. Rumor going around is that it's all thanks to you. I suppose you're proud of yourself.
True.
But the Institute was around for a long time before you got here. Not anymore. This is it, isn't it? Kellogg's here. All right, Blue. It's you and me. I think Dogmeat's earned some time off. I've known a decent number of people who've tried following the Freedom Trail. None who've come back, though.
I knew it! I knew the railroad was real. But I can't write a story on this, right? It'd compromise their whole...
Okay. Deep breath.
Really wish Tom would hurry up. I'm starting to think about how nuts this plan is. Remember this day. Because today, we free this place from the Institute. As soon as I can stop shaking.
Just think what a group of mutants with nukes could have done to a place like Diamond City.
Or maybe don't.
Helping construct a literal war machine? I hope you know what you're doing rebuilding Liberty Prime. I suppose this was always how it was going to end, wasn't it? The railroad never could have lasted with the Brotherhood on their trail.
Well, never thought I'd get my very own contact in the railroad.
Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. From the looks of this place, I'm surprised there's any railroad left at all. Thank God we got here when we did. Otherwise, there might not be a railroad left.
I'm glad we could help these folks, but I hope this doesn't mean we're falling in with the Brotherhood. Last thing I need is more people yelling at me.
More Brotherhood in the Commonwealth. Oh yeah, this is gonna go great.
This is some kind of undercover thing you're doing, right? Eyes inside the Brotherhood?
That probably moves some papers. Take notes. I can't believe Dance was a synth. I can, because, you know, I've heard him speak. So I guess that's what Dance gets for a lifetime of loyal service, huh? Still not sure how you did it. But Dance, he owes his life to you. Well done.
Hey, you still in there? So we done talking? Well, don't go all quiet on me.
Feel like I'm talking to myself here.
Yoo-hoo. In the middle of a conversation here.
Blue, you okay?
Hop in whenever you like.
We're still on track. Hopefully he's not much further. That doesn't mean it was your fault.
It's easy, Blue.
You can't.
Seems like you're doing better than trying. Oh, now you want to talk? Well, guess what?
You just always know what to say, don't you?
Fair enough. Look, I've only got a couple ultimatums in me at a time. Don't make me drop one on your cliche usage too, alright? Just, please, find some heart. You never even heard a word I said, did you? You don't get it, do you?
Do you think I haven't seen how you've been acting? Thanks. It was hard after he was gone, but knowing that he died doing right, that's always made it easier.
Well, yeah, but it's nothing bad.
You're right. I can't risk that.
First decision I've agreed with in a long time.
Look, I don't think I'm asking for much. Let's just get back to the way things were. Please?
I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, "Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
You're damn right it won't. Now come on. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
It's just been a long time since I've had someone like you in my life. Hell, might be I never did. I just wanted to say thanks. I really don't think I could ask for a better friend. No more jokes. You listen here.
Ha, no. I'm just getting ready to eat some crow. Are you kidding me? There is a very real chance the city leadership has been infiltrated by an Institute synth.
A synth under the control of an organization widely known to kidnap or murder anyone that stands up to them. I'd take raiders at the gate any day of the week over that. Of course, making sure folks are actually listening. That's a battle in itself. Sure, later's fine. It's simple. I need you to start treating people with respect and quit trying to brute force your way through our problems. But it's up to you to make this right.
Yeah, it is.
Not without costing us both. But that doesn't mean we have to give up the good things we've already got. Now come on. Let's get out of here.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't exactly start the paper to make friends.
Look, this isn't the first time we've had this conversation. I thought we'd turn things around. That you'd turn things around. But now it seems like you're drifting back into old habits, and me? I'm wondering if maybe I gave you more chances than you deserved. Sure you are. Helping all those people was just you looking out for number one, huh? You don't know what it means to me to have you back. Now, come on. Let's get out of here before you get the chance to rethink what you just agreed to. Well, at least we're finally getting through to one another. I just need you to do what you were doing before. Bring back the generous, humane Blue, okay? No more of this bully. Yeah, something's wrong. It's just... sometimes it feels like the only things I've got in life are Nat and the paper. Having someone I can count on, someone like you, it's meant a lot to me. Not a lot of people want to hang around with the nosy reporter. Jokes? Now? Why am I mad? Because you're looking me in the eye and asking me that question. That's why I'm mad. Oh, no. You're not talking your way out of this one. No, I didn't mean like... I could just use some help. I'm just terrified she's gonna start taking up like her big sis. Yeah, see, I was afraid of that. Works for me. How about finding some damn compassion? As hard as it may be to believe, Blue, you and I, we have it good. A lot of other folks aren't so lucky. You do that, and maybe lay off the tough routine when we're dealing with reasonable people, and we should be fine. The one I fell for, and at this point all I can say is, I'm sorry for the way I treated you. Now please, can we just get back to the way things were? The one I could count on. The one I needed. Makes me realize how lucky I am to have a friend like you. Oh, good. Walk away. I wouldn't want to waste another breath on you anyway. You're a laugh riot. Well, at least I finally have your attention. You're welcome. I just wish there was more I could do to show it, other than watching your back. Hey, you've done enough for me. I figure thanking you to death is the least I could do. We made do. Sis was still pretty young at the time, and Mom was out of the picture. So we got by on the kindness of others for a while. Eventually, I saved up enough to book us both passage with a caravan, and then we moved on up to the big city. Called it home ever since. Oh, great. Weird, but great. You're right. I can't risk letting her turn out like me. I guess someone had to be, given your sudden lack of judgment. So let me make this one last decree. This never happens again. I mean, you're right. Goodness, Blue,
I don't know what to say. You're everything I could ever ask for. Come on. Let's not keep the world waiting. No kidding. But people, they deserve to know the truth. And I'll be there for you. As long as you'll have me. Here's to many days filled with excitement. Just picking up on this now, huh? Just don't keep me waiting. 'Kay? But you come find me again. Gonna be dull without ya. You know where to find me. Feel free to take your time. Get whatever you need to out of your system. Oh, I'm sorry, Blue. I didn't... Yeah, we can do this later. I don't want your promises. I want you to decide. If I'd known you were capable of something like this, I would never fallen for you. I thought we really got each other. But this... Was this in there the whole time? I never expected you'd be capable of something like this. The way you've been acting, I should have guessed you might be capable of something like this. And I let it happen. Guess I'll head home then. Oh, all right. I'll stay. But I can't keep begging you to change. So this is it. Last chance. Get this right or I'm gone. Perfect, huh? That's a new one. Well, Well, I think you're perfect too. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by I'm not afraid some institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it, because I know the truth. That's what protects us. Ain't that the truth? I mean, I never started the paper to make friends. I'm through giving you chances. I've been polite, I've been rude, but now I'm just done. If you ever want to hear from me again, you can buy a paper like everyone else. Gosh, Blue, don't talk a girl to death. What's gotten into you, Blue? You were the one person in this world I thought I could count on. But lately it's really starting to feel like I don't even recognize you anymore. And I'm not willing to just let that happen. So can we just turn things around? Please? Because I really don't want to lose the best friend I've got. What happened, Blue? Look, when I agreed to make something more out of this, it was with a person I trusted, a person I loved. But that person, it seems like they're drifting away. And the one I'm looking at now, that's not someone I can love. So for now, I think we need to take a break. Just go back to being friends. And maybe, with some time, you'll bring me back the person I fell for. I just need you to listen. What's wrong with you? I can't even believe. What's with you? So, going over it in my head, that whole conversation we had where I pretty much said you were my only friend, did that sound nuts? No! No more! Damn it, Blue. Damn it, Blue. Blue, you got a minute? So, you found a minute for me yet? Blue, we have to talk. You still owe me that talk, Blue. So, you're not an idiot. I still really appreciate the fact that you're not an idiot. So, you on this good behavior all the time, or just when you're escorting reporters around the Commonwealth? Always on good behavior, aren't you? Really, Blue? Did you just forget I was here? What? Am I invisible and no one told me? Blue, we need to talk. Now. Still need to talk, Blue. Hey, stop. Please. Just stop, okay? Blue! Come on, Blue! Pretty well. I barely recognize you, Travis. But you still came out on top. You should be real proud. All we're asking is a little good faith. We know what we're doing. Here we go, I guess. Killing's killing, Dance. There's always a cost to taking a life. Think about what we could accomplish here. Heading into an institute facility? We could use all the help we can get. They may not be saints, but does it really matter if it serves a noble end? He's a dangerous man, that's what he is. Are we really just gonna leave him? They sure built some weird stuff in your day, didn't they, Blue? The mystery, the intrigue, the airport, Parsons. Even the name sounds vaguely macabre. Vault 81. Have I got some questions for the folks down here? I guess they really don't build them like they used to. How is this still here? Here's hoping the elevator's in good shape. Been a long time since the Minutemen lost this place. The years haven't been good to it. Place gives me the creeps. Another gun, another set of eyes, Seems like a no-brainer to me. Could probably spend a lifetime sorting through all this old intel. Looks like Raider heaven in here. Bet this was where all the fashionable folks of Boston came in its day. Hell of a setup just to get people sauced. Was there a ban on depicting anything other than an old general, a lion, or an angry-looking naked lady back then? You know, if you're looking to get a drink, I can think of worse places. Oh, walking into a confined space overrun by mirelurks. What did you get me into? No, damn it, Danny, don't listen. Hang in there. Air seem cleaner up here. Blue, what the hell's up there? This little guy's gonna be real popular. Ugh. Sure we don't want to just let the mirelurks keep it? Don't even recognize the place without all the fish remains. They destroyed the world and still had all this left over. Don't get to wander around an active submarine every day. That's a whole lot of building. Quaint. This is just creepy. Blue, we're walking right into Boston Commons. People don't come back from here. Oh my god. Are those nukes? You see any back issues of Grognak the Barbarian? I could use them for research purposes. You know, the guy who owned this place wrote the book on civil disobedience. Like, literally. Huh. Never been down here. Hate to say it, but a story about the inner workings of the combat zone would really move some papers. These weren't here. Wait, are those Brotherhood markings? This place is disgusting. Think I might lay off the button from here on out. Hey, story idea. Do you know where your suds have been? Is this the local guard hut or something? Is that a tomb? No one even tried to get away. Must have been a good flick. Oh, lovely. The morgue. Isn't this where Nick was trapped? I can imagine worse places to be holed up. Huh. Now why hasn't anyone scavenged you? Animals on either side of this cage. Yes, we hear you. Goodness, that could be hiding a lot of mirelurks. Can't believe people used to vacation here. I guess folks in your day must have enjoyed a little frostbite. I always pictured the railroad slinking through sewers. This I could get used to. It's like something out of a museum. Real shame. They still had a lot more rounds of musical chairs left. Kids didn't have to worry about much back then, did they? So much mud.
You say something? You think we could ask them to turn this down? This place is nice. Don't know why we don't come here more often. At least they'll never hear us coming.
Hey, lovely night. Can't believe we slept this late. We really have to get up. Wakey, wakey, Blue. Come on. Time to move. Whatever is making that smell needs to seek medical attention immediately. I think we found a new frontier of foul. Oh, do you smell that? It is rank in here. Can you see a damn thing? How can you even see where we're going? Hey, you still there? Can barely see in here. Did super mutants decorate this place? How do you find anything in here? Couldn't part with anything, could they? What a bunch of junk. Hope you're not thirsty. Places like this are why I try to avoid drinking water. Someone needs to drain this place in a serious way. Hello? Who got the train running? Mr. Handy, a feather duster, and say, what, 100 years? And this place would be right as rain. Ugh. Oh, I hope this stuff is dust. I guess this place doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of foot traffic. There were people here. Where is everyone? Looks like we just missed whoever was here. Shouldn't there be people here? Looks like someone skipped out of here in a hurry. Doesn't seem like a great place to linger, Blue. You know what this place could use? Cover. Anyone decides to pick a fight with us out here, we're in trouble. So, are folks out here concerned with the Institute using synths to infiltrate the Commonwealth's food supply, possibly poisoning hundreds? Can I ask, what's life like out here these days, given all the maneuverings and conflicts among the forces in the Commonwealth? Tell me, are you worried about the possible infiltration of Diamond City's ruling elite by synths? Do you feel like Diamond City leadership has been responsive to your concerns? Are they really listening? So, who's really in charge of Good Neighbor these days? Who runs this seedy sanctuary? Question for ya. What's the brisk trade these days in Good Neighbor? Jet? Psycho? Mentats? It's been suggested that Bunker Hill's policy of paying local raiders is short-sighted, leading to, at best, just better-armed raiders. Your thoughts? In your opinion, Has Bunker Hill's increased wealth improved the lives of its citizens? If I may, do folks feel safe down here, despite all the lunacy that's going on right above their heads? If Vault 81 is willing to deal with outsiders, why doesn't it throw open its doors to the public, let people make use of its ample facilities? So how hopeful are you for the future of the Commonwealth? So how do you feel about the Commonwealth going forward? Do you feel things are getting better in the Commonwealth? Excuse me, Piper Wright, Public Occurrences. Hi there, Piper Wright, Public Occurrences. How are ya? I'm Piper Wright, Public Occurrences. Hi, Piper Wright with Public Occurrences. How's it going? Piper Wright, Public Occurrences. They aren't exactly renowned for being big on the whole live and let live thing. God, would you look at how many of those things she took down? If it isn't my second least favorite mayor in the Commonwealth. So, any stories you two come across out there? I get the exclusive, right? I can't tell if that's a compliment or a pickup line or both, so I think we're just gonna go. Maybe just try not to get each other killed out there? Have fun, you two. Don't pick any fights I wouldn't. You two are heading out together? Not sure the Commonwealth's ready for that. You two play nice out there.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here, for crying out loud. Did you say kidnapped? Mine. Public Occurrences. And we're the hard look at the truth. So are you with us or not? Well, McDonough, Diamond City Security gonna investigate this? How about all the other kidnapping reports you've been ignoring? You hear that, McDonough? Is Diamond City Security just gonna stand by while a mother searches for her infant son all on her own?
That's what most people say, until they need him. And don't look now, Blue, but you do. He'll like you. He's got a soft spot for the hard luck cases. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where the story goes next. Yeah. People don't like talking about him. Part of the whole head in the sand mindset Diamond City is famous for. But when you're down on your luck, and no one else is gonna give you a hand, he's always there. Anyway, we should probably get going. Thanks again. The Institute. Oh boy. Mind speaking up? Hello? Anyone home? What, no comment? Talk to Nick Valentine. He'll help you find your son. He's got away with hard luck cases. The great green jewel. Diamond City is a place where everyone knows everyone, and no one talks to anyone. Get used to this town. For all its faults, everything comes here or leaves here. You can't stop the press, but they try. They try. A bit busy. I'll talk to you later, Blue.
What am I upset about? I'm looking at it!
But hey, thanks again for listening. It's a real weight off my chest to be able to talk it out with someone. So, you wanna hit the road? So, this where we go our separate ways? That's fine, but if this keeps up, you are gonna lose the pleasure of my company. Just find some heart, alright? Please. Me too, Blue. Oh, lovely. You finally noticed. Oh, yeah, no problem. Consider it left. Just, thanks. Yep, got it. Won't bring it up again. So, what are we wasting our time here for? Let's go, Blue. What they want? I'm trying to give people what they deserve. The truth. I just wanted to right the things I thought were wrong. And when Nat and I first got to Diamond City, there was a lot of wrong. Crooked guards, lousy infrastructure. There was a hole in the exterior wall that was patched over with a bookcase. One bookcase. That's it. I started the paper more as an act of desperation than anything else. It turned out I wasn't the only one who wanted things to change. After the first couple of editions, people may not have agreed with what I said, but everyone was listening. Yeah, I guess. And just why the hell should I believe you? Fine, yeah. Later.
No, Blue. No more jokes.
So what have you got to say for yourself? Oh, good. So long as it's consistent. If that's what you want. I thought this was gonna be simple. But then you had to go and do exactly what I asked, didn't you? You brought back the old Blue. Because people need to know the truth. Even when it's bad. Especially when it's bad. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out? Someone is dead because of you. And I know, sometimes you have to get your hands dirty. But this person didn't do anything. They weren't a raider. Their only mistake was meeting you. A mistake I'm suddenly regretting myself. I thought I made it real clear. Start treating people with some decency, or start looking for someone else to boss around. You and I are through. And please, don't stay in touch. And why would I give you another chance now? Oh, then how about this decision? Do you still want Piper to boss around? Oh yeah, sure. I'm just talking. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. Well, one day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed. I need you to hear this. Doc, be reasonable. Why'd you do it? We could have talked him down. Here goes nothing. You go get it. I'll stay out here with Ingram. And all my hair. Come on, Blue, now's not the time to get bashful. Tell him this is nuts. What we have to do is not follow orders given to us by a lunatic. Blue, folks in Libertalia don't really take too kindly to anyone, honestly. I could smell a story here somewhere. I'll need to come back. This I'll need to remember. I guess we wouldn't be lucky enough for him to just fall in one of these things, would we? It's like we're old excavators go to die. I find the quality of care at this facility to be lacking, at best. I've definitely had this nightmare. How long do you think she's been here? How far down do you think these go? It reminds me of Diamond City. Rich folks up top, everyone else down below. How many raiders are lost every year to safety hazards? Not enough, you ask me. Is that what I think it is? Real shame to see a place like this neglected. I really hope all this water got treated. Certainly seems secure. This might be a good place to rest up. Don't expect anyone will bother us in here. Seems like the kind of place you could kick back, right? Girl could get real comfortable in a place like this. I guess this isn't the scenic route. This can't be sanitary. Feel like I'm gonna have to burn my clothes once we get out of here. Must have been one hell of an argument. So, no one's managed to put you in the ground yet, Kate? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply? Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff. Another great day in Diamond City. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? 'Cause the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster. Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. We'll talk more once I get settled in. I suppose this was always how it was going to end for the railroad, wasn't it? No one faces down the Institute and lives. Hard to believe an armory like the one Ronnie's describing going untouched all these years. Seems Ronnie delivered. Minutemen should be able to do a lot of good with those arms. Wait, your son's missing? Well, whatever you do, don't bother going to Diamond City Security for help. Whoa, take it easy, yikes. You, come along whenever you're ready. Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you? Hold up a sec. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. That would be hilarious, but no. No, Blue, he's on the up and up. Anyway, if you need me, you'll know where I'll be. Thanks again. What is it now? Well, Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change. You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story? Come on. Let's hear the whole story. Thanks again for sharing your story, Blue. I'll make sure no one forgets what happened. Just what you said about Nat. I've been going over it again and again in my head, and what you said was right. Just the ones I find particularly interesting. Oh, I mean, well, I'd be lying if I said I never thought about you that way. Not that I'm always thinking that way. It's just, Blue, I'm loud and pushy and constantly getting in over my head. Why would someone like you ever want someone like me? Oh, Blue, I just don't know if I have room in my life for romance right now. Maybe for now we just stay friends. See where things go. Now, what do you say we get moving? But how many more people would have died if he hadn't been willing to stand up? I mean, think about the life we lead. No offense intended, Blue, but personal safety doesn't exactly seem like either of our strong suits. I can't have her ending up like her big sister, dodging bullets and running from all the people she pisses off. It's part of the reason I'm on the road so much. Part of the reason I'm here with you. I keep thinking, maybe if I make myself scarce, if I'm not around her enough, she'll cool off. She'll just go back to being sweet, innocent Nat, paper girl, an all-around upstanding citizen. What do I do, Blue? Just when I was running my mouth before about moving to Diamond City and the paper and Nat, I just want to make sure it didn't sound as crazy coming out of my mouth as it does thinking it over again. I don't know. You think you can make it without me watching your back? Either you change or I go. And I'm hoping this time you finally make the right decision. Well, I mean, there are other reasons. But, right now the only thing I can think about is Nat. What do you think I should do? Oh, and I do? Word of advice. If you don't want to talk about it, don't do it. Ever again. Oh no, you're gonna listen now. You listened, damn it. Damn it, Blue. Stop. Stop being right all the time. Oh, please. Don't let me take up too much of your time. Look, this isn't that complicated. If you want to keep traveling together, then I just need you to start acting like it. Otherwise, I'm gone. End of story. But I'm sincerely hoping that it won't have to come to that. And you're still here, aren't you? You're gonna have to. Because at this point, everything seems pretty clear to me. Ain't that the truth? Heh. You're the exception. I haven't exactly made a lot of friends in this career. This isn't the sort of thing I'd normally bother anyone else with, but you just seem really good with people, and I've got this issue with my sister, Nat, becoming me. What did you do? I appreciate it, Blue, but you're not just getting my trust back. You have to earn it. I certainly hope so, because until recently, things have been pretty good. You're gonna have to. Now come on, let's go. Well, we'll deal with that if it comes up, but my hope is it never will. You even told me you were gonna change. I feel like such an idiot. Well, so much for that. Of course, I don't know what I expected. So this is you not even trying, huh? No. Those people saved themselves because they knew the truth. Ugh. Why do you do this to yourself, Piper? Sure. Let's just keep ignoring Piper. Fine. Oh, sure. Yeah. This can wait. You're right. She's her own person and always will be. Think about it, huh? Think about this. This never, ever happens again. Yeah, I guess. Later. Blue, please. This is hard enough without you going and being even more understanding, okay? Well, no, but I don't exactly feel like you've seen me at my best thus far, Blue. I mean, how many relationships established in a hail of gunfire actually work out? Would you really want to end up with someone like me? You can voice the blame however you want. Doesn't change how things stand. So you have to make a choice. Thanks, Blue. Who'd expect wandering off with a stranger to turn out this well? They really don't make 'em like you anymore. You're a hell of a friend, you know that? Now, come on, let's hit the road. And thanks, again, for hearing me out. You want to get moving? Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. No, you're right. I just never expected it all to cost so much. I mean, when I started the paper, well, yeah, I guess, but I thought so. Unless, something changes. God, did it get hot in here? But a friend for life. Or at least as long as you don't start annoying me. Oh, well, there's something I'm gonna lose sleep over for days, but no, not like a synth. More like she's gonna start following in my perilous footsteps. You have to be joking! Let me spell it out for you. You're joking. The person I loved was generous and compassionate and didn't think violence was the right answer. That's the person I fell for. Bring them back? And then we'll see. Of course we are. I just thought I could rely on you for anything. I'm just hoping you'll prove to me I wasn't wrong. Because how you've been acting ain't gonna fly. Maybe I'm partially to blame. Maybe I didn't lay out what I wanted clear enough from the start. But the choices you've been making, I don't know how anyone with a heart can do things like that. So if you want to keep traveling together, I need you to find yours. Quick. Whoa, Blue, rein it in a little. You'll make a girl blush with those sorts of grand overtures. I guess everyone deserves a chance at life. Even if it is life as a walking meat grinder. He wouldn't listen. Come on, Doc. No one else needs to die. Wait! We don't have to do this! Well, let's go get that power back on. You owe us that much. You can't be serious. We're not assassins. Not to mention the uniforms leave something to be desired. Well, that's interesting. Jamaica Plain, huh? We gonna look for the treasure? Personally, I always worried it was some metaphorical crap. The real treasure is you! Well. We'll get help, Danny, don't worry. Don't worry, Danny, you're gonna be alright. Well, isn't this clever? Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Just 1 second, need to get all this down. But it was a big disappointment when the local drunks found out that thing's empty. Looks like we've uncovered the secret lair of the Silver Shroud. Can't believe the shape this thing is in. You gotta be kidding me. I thought these were all gone. Might come back and get you later. Death by nuclear car isn't how I want to go. Is this a dump? Was this a dump? Fancy setup for a house of worship. Damn. Raiders. So, around or through? Wow. How much vision can one vault need? Goodness. You think these folks died in the blasts? So I guess that'd make this the dungeon. Huh? I guess these folks just couldn't get along. Wonder how long he was living up here. It's kind of soothing once you go a little deaf. Blue. God. Looks like no one's been in here for years. What is all this? How much of this you think still works? A lot of nifty toys in here. And I thought the lifts in Diamond City were fancy. Wandering through places like this is how people end up someone else's dinner. This place gives me the willies. Blue. Something's not right here. Ugh. Looks like they ought to just torch this place and start over. Dance did nothing to deserve this. This is how they plan to make the Commonwealth safe? Goodness. Climbed all the way up here just to die. Out of trouble? Where's the fun in that? Yeah, no kidding. Well, aren't I lucky you thought out? Hey, Blue. Always there when I need ya. Save your breath, Deacon. I know exactly what you're gonna say. No comment. You've never met our readers, have you? Hey, Codsworth. You sure you're up for this? Never gonna happen, Kate. McCready. Never in a million years. I can handle myself, soldier boy. Don't let this one get you in too much trouble, boy. Oh, sorry, boy. Time for you to head home. Liberty Prime is gonna change the Commonwealth forever. Here's hoping it's for the good. Just one agitator away from putting down the Institute for good. We're not just trading one monster for another, are we? All those people on the Pridwin. All those lives. But there was no other way, right?
Woo! Minutemen are gonna win a lot more arguments with that artillery covering them.
Heard your broadcast. Message came through loud and clear. Nowhere is safe from the Institute.
The Institute wants to clean out Libertalia. Are they actually doing something good for the Commonwealth, or did we slip into a parallel universe? The Institute's willing to trash Bunker Hill to get at a couple of people trying to make it on their own?
Monsters. The Brotherhood and the Institute at war. Well, if we could guarantee no one else got hurt, I'd say it was a great idea. That guy you just recruited? He's probably never going to see the light of day again, is he?
Don't often see fights against Deathclaws turn out that well. Mostly because fights with Deathclaws rarely leave witnesses. Just a couple mirelurks between the Minutemen and their old home. Let's not keep 'em waiting.
Nasty sea bugs didn't stand a chance, did they? So what's next?
Well, that was an experience I'd love to never have again. But I suppose it was worth it if it helps the Minutemen.